Hey everybody, welcome to the third installment of our informational nonprofit guide. My name is Chris Baker. I'm the executive director and founder of the Other Ones Foundation here in Austin, Texas. Up until this point, we've talked about how you're forming your nonprofit, how to navigate the tax exemption, and today we're going to talk about the mission, the vision, and the values of your organization. If you've gotten this far, you probably inherently know the work that you want to do and how you want to do it, but today we're going to talk about how we communicate those things through the mission statement, the vision statement, and the core values. Let's get into it. All right, so what is a mission statement? For one thing, a mission statement should serve as the North Star for your organizational trajectory. It should guide all of the work that you do. And it's also going to serve as the foundation of your organization's communication and marketing strategy. So the mission statement is how we put into words the work that the organization does. And it should always include three things. It should include the reason that your organization exists, who your organization exists to serve, and how it does that work. And it should state these things pretty broadly. Now, the greatest mission statements include nods to not only just the people that an organization serves, but also the people who help the nonprofit function, such as volunteers or donors. And let me give some examples. The American Red Cross's mission statement is to prevent and alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies by mobilizing the power of volunteers and the generosity of donors. This mission statement doesn't only just talk about the people that the organization serves and how it serves them, but also these other constituencies, volunteers and donors. This is a very inclusive mission statement, and it's broad enough that the American Red Cross can still be following this mission statement regardless of the type of emergency that they're responding to or exactly how they're responding to that emergency. Here's another example of a mission statement that very quickly gets to all three of those things. And this mission statement is from an organization called Conservation Colorado. And their mission statement says to protect Colorado's climate, air, land, water, and community through organizing, advocacy, and elections. And by reading that mission statement, you fundamentally understand why Conservation Colorado exists. Conservation Colorado exists to protect the environment, to protect the land, the air, the water, and Colorado's communities. And it's doing those things using organizing, advocacy, and elections. So by reading that mission statement, you understand that this is an organization that primarily works on policy and is trying to kind of change things in the big picture. To whatever extent possible, you want for your mission statement to use words that are going to move people to want to get involved, that are going to move people to want to give you money or volunteer or get behind whatever your mission is. The Other Ones Foundation's mission statement is that we transition Austin's homeless neighbors into an engaged community through shelter, opportunity, and support. Our mission statement is broad enough so that it doesn't actually define any single one of our programs, of which there are many, but those are the three pillars that underscore all of the work that we do. Everything that we do can fall into one of those categories, whether it be shelter, such as the Esperanza community, which is a transitional housing complex, opportunity, such as our Workforce First program, which gives folks the opportunity to earn an income, or support. And support is a very broad statement. And generally, when we talk about support, we talk about coming around people as a support network, and we do that through things like case management and housing navigation services. Everything that we do can fit into one of those three pillars. A good mission statement, as we're discussing it now, can take weeks or even months to craft to get it to a place where it can accomplish all the things that it needs to accomplish. Whereas on a Form 202, we're simply giving a justification for why we deserve tax-exempt status. The other thing about a mission statement is that your mission statement can sort of change over time in response to a variety of things, mostly the needs of your community. So if the needs of your community change and shift, then your mission can sort of change and shift with that. Which gets us to the next piece of this, which is the vision statement. And the vision statement should never change. So what is a vision statement and how is it different from a mission statement? A vision statement is kind of an idealistic vision for the world that your nonprofit creates to exist. A good way to start in crafting your vision statement would be to say, my organization exists to create a world where fill in the blank. So for the Other Ones Foundation, the Other Ones Foundation exists to create a world where all people impacted by homelessness or poverty have access to engaged community. That is broad enough that we are not ever going to have to change that vision statement. The vision statement should be rock solid and should never change over the course of 100 years. If every few years the mission of your organization sort of shifts and change in service of that vision of the world that you want to create, then that's okay. And your mission statement can change to follow that, whereas the vision statement should not change for 100 years. Another good way to think about the vision statement is if the world that you're envisioning comes to be, then your organization will no longer have to exist and you'll put yourself out of business. So our vision statement will remain the same, as the mission statement could potentially change over time, but the mission is always in service of creating the world envisioned by your vision statement. Now, because your vision statement should never change, take your time with it and really think about what the world that you want to create is. A place where people get tripped up sometime on vision statements is kind of like imagining their nonprofit or their organization running in a way that's like super optimal for them, that is kind of the best case scenario that they see in that moment for how the organization may run. And I'll give you an example. The Other Ones Foundation has a program called the Mobile Hygiene Clinic, and that program is started off as a shower trailer that went around offering people showers in encampments around Austin, Texas. And if we were to have that as an organization and say, our mission is to get showers to people experiencing homelessness in Austin, Texas through our trailer program, whatever. And then we were to say, the vision statement is for us to have 50 shower trailers or a whole fleet of shower trailers that bebop around Travis County offering people showers. That doesn't get us to a new world. That maybe means that's maybe a good strategic goal for our organization, but it's not the vision for the world that we want to create. So a vision statement for something like the Mobile Hygiene Clinic might be a world where all people have reliable access to clean water and hygiene. Not about what we want our organization to be doing, but the vision for the world that will put our organization out of business. All right, so we've talked about the mission statement and the vision statement, and that's about getting us to the world that your organization exists to create. The core values are the principles and the core beliefs that we hold that informs the work that we do. It's about what we believe and who we are, as opposed to the work that we do and how we do it. As far as core values go, we're going to be talking about all this stuff more in a later video. There's going to be a whole video dedicated to core values, but for now, just think of core values as the adjectives that you would want people to use to describe you or your organization. For now, we'll leave it there. If you have questions about any of this stuff, please leave them in the comments. Please like the video, please share the video, all that good stuff. And until next time, please like the video, please share the video, all that good stuff. And until next time,
please like the video, please share the video.